Hello everyone, welcome to the final video of Djangology month. If this is the first video you're seeing, it is the end of a series of videos in which we were discussing different aspects of the tune Djangology. First video we were looking at the solo of Django. The second video we learned the whole solo by Bireli. And the third video we were learning a solo by Angelo de Bar. Then I made a solo about how to play rhythm. And in this video we're going to explore my top 6 licks from those solos by Django, Bireli and Angelo. I chose 6 licks, 2 licks from each solo, 1 lick that goes over the bridge and 1 2-5-1 lick. I'm going to demonstrate them once again, but also, and that is the most important thing, I'm going to use them during a improvisation on a jazz standard, not necessarily Djangology, could be other jazz standards. I am not going to spend too much time talking about the licks because I already did that in the previous videos, but there might be something I could say about the usability of each lick. So here's Angelo de Bar lick number 1, which is a 2-5-1 in G. First demonstrated slowly and then used in an improvisation. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. All of the licks in this video are carefully notated in tab and in notes in a PDF. Of course, they are in the original solos, but I also compiled them once again, so you have a separate document. If you want to get access to that PDF, you can download them from my Patreon. They're already available for my patrons at the $5 level. See the link in the description. Also, I want to ask you, if you enjoy my videos, consider giving it a like and consider subscribing. It's the only way you can grow on YouTube, so I really need your help. And I really appreciate if you would just consider helping me out. And if you want to take action after that, that is even better, of course. So I played it on the standard There Will Never Be Another You, which is of course a great standard to use this lick on because there's a bunch of 2-5-1s there. There's not much to say about this lick that I haven't said already in the video about the solo. But one thing I could say is that the way I find this lick is I think about this shape, which is A minor, right? It's the 2 chord of the 2-5-1, and then the lick starts under the note under my pinky, which is an A. So if I have to play it in E flat, for example, like in There Will Never Be Another You, I have to think about F minor shape, so I could think about this shape, but that's too low because the lick goes beyond my hand, so I have to think about this high F minor shape. And then it starts right here under my pinky on the F. Let's go to Bireli lick number 1, again a 2-5-1 in G. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. played it in a solo on Coquette, which is of course a great tune to practice 2-5-1s. There's many in Coquette. Now, if you've seen the video about Bireli, you might have noticed that I added some notes because the Bireli lick is only one bar. It's the thing that he plays on D7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Right, it's that idea. But then we don't have anything to play in the 2 chords. Of course, you could play something like this, 3, 4. But I decided to put just a lick. It's not something that Bireli played, but it's something that really fits nicely with this lick. Also makes it very easy to find because now you're just starting with the root under your pinky on the A string. So if I have to play this on a 2-5-1 in C, then the first chord is D minor. So I put my pinky on the D, on the A string. Let's check out Django lick number 1, again a 2-5-1 in G. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. Of course, there were many licks I could choose from the Django solo. There's many licks I could choose from every solo, but I wanted to pick something that is very different from the previous two, and I picked something bluesy. I think that's an underappreciated part of Django in general, his bluesy stuff, which is great. So this lick, you can play on a 2-5-1, but it's just something that fits on G as well, like a bluesy lick for a G chord. And when I want to play it, I think about the minor third of a 1 chord. That's the bluesy, the blue note. So if it's C, I have to think about E flat, and then I put my first finger there on the B string. Or maybe the chord is F, so then I put my first finger on the A flat. I only played this lick on the 2-5-1s in Exactly Like You, but I could have played it on the 1 chord, on the first chord on the C. I could have played it on the D7. So there's many possibilities with this lick. It's a really tasteful lick, not too difficult, but it sounds great. So those were the 3 2-5-1 licks I chose. Now I picked 3 licks for the bridge, because the bridge of Djangology is quite unique. I don't know any other song with this 4-bar bridge. So the 3 licks I chose, they fit mostly on the bridge of Djangology itself. So when I demonstrate, I will demonstrate in an improvisation on the chords of Djangology. So let's check out Angelo de Bar lick number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. So this lick is a great exercise for some arpeggio work. Of course, I said it also in the video about Angelo de Bar. This fits perfectly on the bridge of Djangology, but if you just think about the first two bars, it's a great lick for A flat. So you can play that on other songs just on one chord. Let's say it's All of Me. Then you play it in C. And the third and fourth bar is a great lick for A7. So that fits on any dominant chord you can think of. Let's go to Bireli lick number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. So you probably noticed that I didn't really play the Bireli lick in the improv. The tempo of Djangology of my backing track is much too high. I played the same idea, and that's actually the message I want to get across with this lick. Of course, it's very difficult to play Bireli's lick. If you want to see my struggle with that or my tips, watch the video about Bireli solo. All those videos are linked in the description. But this idea of playing an A flat major triad or a major triad, in this case it's an A flat major triad, but then playing lead tones, it's just a great idea that you can play with. You can play eighth notes like I was doing in the solo, or with hammer-ons, or you could play from the arpeggio note to the lead tone and back. You can experiment with this lick. It's a very easy concept, but it's a very swinging idea, and especially when you start experimenting with little variations of it. Let's go to the final lick of this video, Django lick number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. Yes, this is the famous bridge, the iconic bridge that everybody quotes when they play Djangology. And why not? It's just great. What is there left to say? Two great licks. I think they belong together as a set, but of course you can take each one of them and play them outside of Djangology. But if you just play, I want to hear. But that's of course because I know this solo so well. Your mileage may vary. Those were my top 6 licks from the videos I produced in Djangology month. Now, there's many more phrases that are worthwhile studying, and for that, once again, I refer you to the original videos, links in the description. Next month is Donnelly month, and we're gonna make a bunch of videos about Donna Lee. I'm gonna do the theme. I'm gonna do a solo by Charlie Parker, of course. I'm gonna do a solo by Jimmy Rosenberg, and maybe one more solo. I have to look around. And I will produce another video this month, but not about Djangology. That will be about that famous minor swing solo that Django recorded in 1937. So hopefully I will see you in that video. Bye!